this has been one you have no idea, like on my bucket list
Yeah.
forever to get you
Awesome.
on here. So the fact that we are here is just so cool for me.
Hell yeah. I'm happy to be here. Thanks for having me.
Oh gosh, yeah. You were actually too one of my most requested guests. Like when I started my podcast, they were like, "Get Deanna, get her on." Like, if only it was that simple. Let me just, like it's not. You have to go
Totally.
through people, and you were like the kindest. No dig to anyone else that's been the kindest person to set this up and get
Oh,
me in the
nice.
right direction.
Yeah, yeah.
Appreciate you so
Of
much
course. No problem. Thank you.
because I know
Wait.
you're back too. Like recently from Europe and UK, you just got
Yeah.
off. So I'm like, I can only imagine like how was that experience?
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah, it was like kind of a whirlwind of like the back half of this year was super busy, after having like a pretty slow first start of the year. But yeah, it was super fun. All the bands that were on that tour
Oh,
were they're like homies now, so it's awesome.
like I went through a thing, I think it was last year. I finally got on the Spanish love songs like kick.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
always was
totally.
like hearing the name and I'm like, I don't know. Like I'm one of those people, if I hear music, like people say, you listen to this record. No, I have to wait, like wait for the right time.
I
I
get it,
don't
yeah.
know what it was. Last winter, I just was in the headspace. I put them on and I was like, why did I take so long? I am obsessed with Spanish love songs now. Like,
Totally.
what is wrong with me that like I took forever to listen to them?
I have that all the time also. I get it. It's hard to like, you know, want to listen to something new and then when you do, you like have the like, oh my God, why did I do that?
That's yeah, no, I would have loved to get like those shows like from what you were posting looked like just if I was a musician, just so much fun to
Oh yeah,
get
it
to
was
do that every night.
totally, yeah. And like we it was like our first bus tour. Like we all shared a bus, so we actually had time to like go exploring all the cities and stuff. The Dirty Nil and Kalimasi, also awesome bands. Uh it was just like very fun. The shows were awesome. It was cool to do it solo too. I
Mhm.
The band's been over in Europe twice now, so getting to play acoustic, like that's how I kind of started the band here, so it was like interesting to do the opposite over there.
Yeah.
um but yeah, we'll have to bring
Well,
the band back out next time.
oh, yeah. Like, I mean, that's anytime I see anyone play Europe and in like the UK, I'm like, I've never been, but it just makes me want to like experience that and
Oh
just
yeah,
like
it's
see
awesome.
it in person and like it just even be like a nerd with like the architecture. Like,
Oh,
I
for
want
sure,
to see
yeah.
the buildings and
Yeah,
everything.
it's like so much different than here because everything is wildly older. Like our country's only like 200, or I don't even know.
Yeah, I was like, I don't even know either. So I get it.
I
But
feel like I should know. That's really bad.
I know
It's
someone's
not
gonna,
that old though
I
in
could see someone in
comparison.
the comments now. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
how do these two girls not know this? Listen, I don't know. But oh my gosh, oh,
It's
again,
definitely not as old as there.
no, that's what we'll say. We'll be safe with that. But
Yes.
oh, so the first question I ask everybody that comes on here is what are your first memories of falling in love with music? And maybe not even necessarily of like picking up your instrument or starting music, but like where you really fell in love.
Yeah. I think like being a kid, like on the ra like listening to the radio and like getting songs stuck in my head and not really no like I remember like I have a vivid memory of like hearing a Fleetwood Mac song when I was in daycare and like it's like still one of the catchiest things I've ever heard and like I think I just always had like a thing like dr being drawn to like songs that get stuck in your head. Um and uh and then found punk music, quote unquote, and then like started going to shows and like met friends that were into it also, and then it became like a community thing and more of like a lifestyle thing. Um, and then it grew from there. I started playing guitar when I was like 12, and then I kind of put it down for a little bit, and then got back into it like in my, I don't know, after high school. And that's when I started writing songs and stuff like in college. And then it became this whole thing where it was
Wow,
like, yeah,
I love
I don't know. I
that.
guess just like the community around it and like just love music, all kinds. I love the feeling it brings and being able to like, hopefully make people feel that also kind of thing.
Yeah, you do. And you can see, like, you can feel it. Like, that was initially, like, I'm originally from I say Chicago, but
Yeah.
listen, I was the Southwest suburbs. I was
Me too.
Like Naperville, Aurora area. So like,
Nice.
you know what? I said that, but then I ended up living in Chicago because I went to Columbia College of
Cool.
Chicago.
Yeah,
Short-lived music business management major. Short-lived. Loved living. I loved living more in Chicago than like the school itself. I was more
sure.
like, I think I just love being in Chicago. Like,
Yeah,
I don't
it's
even
the
know if I
best.
love school.
Yeah.
But like I can relate to that too, and like finding punk music and that feeling it gives. And I know obviously everybody knows, I mean, you've talked about it before, like Brendan Kelly is
Yeah,
so of the Lawrence Arms is so important to you, whether it's like where you got your name, the
yeah,
inspiration for that. And you know,
totally.
he's on Parting Gift as well. And they're like,
Yeah.
and then your first show too. Like there's
Yeah,
so
and
many
my
connections.
first tour was with them. They
Wild.
yeah, they like de definitely, took me under their wing and stuff. But yeah, I even on that like the Chicago scene is like even now, I mean it always has been because it's such a central location, tons of musicians, a lot of talent. There's shows every night, tons of venues. Um so yeah, we just kind of get it here, I guess, and it's a really good community to be a part of. I'm from Orland, which is not far from where you're from.
1,000%. Like, yes, I remember there was a venue in Orland
Mojos.
Park, Mojo's. I was
Yeah.
like, I know I've been in Orland Park
Yeah,
many
yeah.
times.
Yeah.
And it's like things like that, like even just like Mojo's, if I think about it, like all those bands that would come through
Yeah.
and play in Orland Park, you know, and it's one of those things of like, it's where I found my place too. Like I'm not a
Yeah.
musician, but like being a teenager, and I remember the first time I got in trouble by my parents, it wasn't for anything horrible other than
Just
I
going.
I wanted to go to
Yeah.
see Alkaline Trio at the Metro, and my
Yeah.
parents were like, "You're young, you shouldn't be
Yeah.
going to that." And I remember
Totally.
I did something bad. Anybody listening or watching, don't do it. But like I told my parents, "Oh yeah, I have to work late tonight." I
Yeah.
did work, but I knew they wouldn't have let me go. But it was like
Yeah.
it was just amazing. Like, yeah, that's my story. That's like the worst thing I did is I
Sure.
snuck to see Alkaline Trio play the
Yeah.
Metro because I wanted to be because they were like my little band and I wanted to go see them. And I
For
know
sure.
like you're the same way. I know Alkaline Trio for you as
Yeah.
well. And I'm like,
Totally.
you can hear that influence in your music.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and it was like at a time where like I was probably at the same show you're talking about. People I went to school with weren't into them or didn't know about
Hmm.
them, and I kind of kept it like I didn't even want to tell anyone about it because it was like my thing where I could go there and it was like my own thing, you know.
Hmm.
Then I found friends that were into it and that made it cooler though, and you know. But being a little brat in high school, it's like you keep it to yourself.
That was me to a T. And it's like I know people say like whether it was like even on the side that it wasn't punk, but like Fall Out Boy. When Fall Out Boy blew up, I was like,
Well, you were
no,
sad.
they're mine. Like that is my band. I found
Yeah.
them. And of course, like looking back, I'm like, I was such a brat about it as
No,
well.
no, I
Like
know.
so bad. And
That
Alkaline Trio too, like whenever I heard something like when Good Morning came out and like people were like, oh, there's this band, they're from Chicago. And I was like, that is mine. Like
yeah,
that is
stop
mine.
talking. Get
You
their name
can
out of your mouth.
not have this. I've gone to this many shows. You've never gone.
Yeah.
And it was bad, but it was like, again, how important those bands, and again, being in Chicago to see the Lawrence Arms,
Yeah.
like Alkaline Trio
Yeah.
and like Smoking Pulps. Like
Yeah.
there's so many bands that like we were so lucky to grow up and just be able to go see like for like
Totally.
so
Very
cheap
easily.
too,
Yeah.
very easily.
Yeah. We're
And
spoiled.
two nights residencies at the Metro for Alkaline
Yeah.
Trio. Those guys are so important. Like I've met them, like obviously not musically, but like the kindest people that like there were so many times like on Twitter, I would just be like, hey, like I didn't get a ticket, never expecting like Derek Grant of
Yeah.
Alkaline Trio to message me, hey, you want a ticket? You want
Yeah.
in? I'm like, yeah, I go, I
That's so
can't give you,
awesome.
I can't give you a +1, but if you want to go, and just like Chicago being so hard to get like guest lists for their own
Oh
band,
yeah.
like
Totally get their families and
this
stuff. Yeah.
fan that randomly waits outside and all the time and goes
Yeah.
sees them, like it just is. You can tell that community, and it's like moving away from Chicago and now being in New Jersey. It's like it's great here. I love it in New Jersey too, but
Yeah.
it's like a part of me is like I'll always be that
Yeah.
Chicago girl, like no
Yeah,
matter
totally. I
what.
get that. Yeah. I love Jersey too though. It's kind of similar. Like New
Hmm.
Jersey, New York, Chicago are definitely like cut from the same cloth.
Yeah, like
I think.
I got lucky by moving. Like if I'm gonna move somewhere, that was my main thing. I have to go where there's music. If I don't
Sure, yeah.
go, I
Yeah.
don't know. And even talking about Alkaline Trio, is there a favorite record? Like what would be your favorite Alkaline Trio record?
Uh, that's a tough one. Yeah, I can't. I don't know. Probably like I guess Good Morning or From Here to Infirmary. I guess.
Because it probably depends, right, on the mood,
On the
right? That's
mood,
how
yeah,
I feel. Like
totally.
it depends. Like
Yeah. And
there's
then you
certain
go,
records.
yeah, you go look through the track list of the others and you're like, no, no, never mind.
Oh,
That's just off the top of my head.
I tried to rank them, I think on TikTok, just being silly. The
Yeah.
comments I got,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
how could you? I'm like, listen, I was just being silly. Like, I was
Yeah.
bored and like was like, let me
Yeah.
do
It's
this.
controversial.
It's not that, like, it's not.
Yeah.
Um, but do you ever stop to think too, as someone that like you get these full circle moments where yes, you loved the Lawrence Arms and Alkaline Trio, and then you get to play with them, and
Yeah.
then do you ever like stop and wonder like your what your younger self would think about like, oh my God, like look at what you're doing right now?
Yeah. For sure. I mean, it's like I always say it's like surreal. But yeah, I it's insane. I don't know. Like I've like definitely we played with Trio, Lawrence Arms, Gaslight Anthem, The Popes,
Mhm.
like all my favorite bands, The Hold Steady. Um, it's been like a wild ride.
I
Um,
mean, even talking about a wild ride too, like 10 years back
yeah.
in May, since your engineer is 10,
Yeah.
that is a decade of your life.
Yeah.
Um, what are you most proud of thinking about that?
I mean, it's crazy. I like it doesn't feel like that went by so fast. It's so crazy to
Yeah.
like fathom. But I mean, just like, getting to play with all these amazing bands, all these huge venues that like, I used to like the Metro. That was like a,
Mhm.
trio at the Metro was like insane. And then getting to open that, like really incredible. And like all the touring we've done, we've like seen so many places. My bandmates are super awesome and funny, and I love spending time with them. Uh, it really kind of like changes you. Like touring is like it's so hard, but it's so rewarding and fun and weird. Um, and yeah, I don't know. All of it's been super fun. I getting to write songs and like having people be able to listen to them is also awesome. Um, we're we're about to go record in like 2 weeks. The next record. I'm very excited about that. So
Yes, I was
that's been on my
wondering.
mind.
I'm like, oh my gosh. In my mind, I was just like, man, like I love the music. I am so excited. Like obviously next year for the tour you're gonna hop on
Yeah,
with
yeah.
Motion City and Say
That's
Anything.
insane too. Yeah.
Oh my God. Which is wild to think about, but I was like, I wonder like when are we gonna get some new stuff? Because
Yeah.
like we're right there and it's just I just think in my opinion, you are one of those bands that I'm like when I'm feeling angry, when I'm feeling just like misunderstood, when I'm
Sure.
in that I put it out. There's a song for that. Like there is something that I can listen to and I'm like just in my headspace.
Yeah.
It
It fits.
it fits and it's perfect. And I'm like, I kind of just want to like, I want more of it. Like I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
like so many, so I love to hear that.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. Yeah, no, that part's cool too, the like connecting with fans and like I still run the merch table, so I get to meet everyone and like take pictures and stuff and hear, it's like extra rewarding when like somebody can just like tell me that a song means this to them or whatever. Um, so yeah, I don't know. It's been crazy.
Oh, and
Sometimes I still don't believe it.
I like for me, I think it was not this summer. I think it was last summer was that Newfound Glory, the
Yeah,
Catalyst tour. And seeing you here, I was at the Stone Pony Summer Stage and I got
nice.
to go. And Newfound Glory is so important to me. That record Catalyst is. But like
Same.
you even posted like the
Yeah.
picture of you in the t-shirt and then you get to open. And me in the crowd, like I told the person I was with, I was like, we need to get there early because they're one of those people. I'm like, I'm not gonna hate on them, but they're
Yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
we could take her. No, we are
I
getting
know
there
what you mean.
early. We need to get there because I'm like, I need to see Sincere Engineer because like a part like that piece, like I'm in New Jersey, but like Chicago's here.
For sure,
I get
yeah.
to do it. And like I'll be honest, like I got like a little choked up. I was sitting there in the crowd, like when you were on, just seeing everybody sing along is like, yeah, like when I left Chicago, like this was my Chicago band. And I'm
Yeah,
so
yeah.
happy to see you do so well up there. It was like, God, that's Chicago, like all the
Thank you
way.
so
I'm
much.
so excited.
That's awesome. Yeah, we're like a family, Chicago.
Mhm.
Totally. Yeah, thank you. That's awesome. That was probably my favorite show of that tour also. That venue was insane,
Yeah.
beautiful. It was beautiful out, the sunset.
Yeah, like so what even like moments like that, like I guess I know me, even doing this, like I
Mm.
am a naturally that anxious person, but when I get in with someone and talk music, it's like it's go, like gone away.
Yeah,
For
totally.
you, with like performing, do you ever have like that anxious feeling or nervous feeling before you walk out and
Yeah,
play like a tour like that?
of course. Yeah, every day, all the time. Most of the time it goes away after we start playing, but I'm one to pace before we play and like, got to walk around. Sometimes it's helpful to like I said, I sell the merch still, so I'll stay at the table till
Mhm.
like 15 minutes before. That way I don't have time to really feel those feelings. Um, kind of stay busy. Um, but yeah, I mean, that's a big a big part of it.
I can only imagine because like even me, like even hopping on before with you, it was like, all right,
Yeah,
it's 30 minutes. All right, it's
same,
20
same.
minutes. I'm so excited, but okay. Oh, I just got the thing. It says 10 minutes. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
Oh
And
my
then I
God.
was on like 5 minutes early.
And it's like, it's one of those things of, I think it's just one of those things of like the sacrifices people take in their like anxiousness or like whatever
Yeah,
feelings to do what they love. Because like,
totally.
had you be someone that's maybe like, I can't do this or I don't
Yeah,
want to, who knows what opportunities like in so
you
many
pass up.
ways. And
Yeah,
I think all of us have to realize that too, like the sacrifices musicians make just to sometimes even get on the stage and like get through it and
totally.
do what they
Or
love.
put out music or something. Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I'm not I don't know. I'm fortunate enough where it's like uh certainly feel it. It's not great, but still able to just be like, we got to do this because the want to do it is higher than the agony the anxiety causes. Um, but yeah, it's certainly there.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can use it. I like try to reframe it as excitement and like at the end of the day, I feel like everybody has some form of, I mean, there's no time when nobody's anxious about something, especially in like this world we live in.
Oh,
So it's like, you know,
yeah. You wake
like
up
you just said, like I was nervous to start this. You were nervous to start. It's just
and
we're all humans,
and and
and we're gonna get through it.
and it's so wild when I tell people that. They're like, "Why are you nervous?" Like, why?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like, because like I always say like if you're really nervous about something, it means you care so much about it.
totally.
So
Yeah,
it's like, listen, I think that's a positive
for
that
sure.
if you're nervous and you care about it and you want to do it. And I think too, like even going through all this, playing these tours and shows. How do you feel like has your relationship with music changed at all? Like, or is it still like that escape for you in so many
Yeah.
ways?
I think it's a little both. I mean, like now, going on the fourth record, and definitely I listen to music differently because it's like, oh, I like what they did. Oh, don't like that. Or listen back at stuff that we've done or like old songs that I've written. It's like, how would I have written that different being 10 years older?
Hmm.
Um, but at the end of the day, I mean, I still like rock out in my car and like love getting lost in it and like, the feelings it evokes and stuff. But yeah, there's obviously another part of me that listens because I want to write songs that people enjoy listening to. So
Yeah,
that's always on my mind.
I didn't even really think about that. Like, too, right? Like, someone that obviously creates it has a different take and how they listen to it. Obviously, when I put something in, like, I'm just like, all right, this is
Yeah.
great. This
Am
is
I
awesome.
vibing or not?
Like,
Yeah.
I'm vibing. Like, this is me. I'm cranking this up. I'm hitting repeat on this. Where,
Yeah.
like, somebody else is going to have a different take in this and then probably carry that too when you go to make a record because you're
Yeah.
like, hey, like, maybe what I want this to feel like when I'm in the studio, but like, what do
Yeah.
I want it to feel like when it's live? And then
Totally.
what do people
Exactly. Yeah.
hear?
There's a lot of that for sure. Yeah.
Oh,
Or like like this part made me feel like, whimsical. And then it's like I want to have a part like that on this song, and definitely like listening more for like wondering how stuff's recorded and stuff, and uh there's been like a lot more nerdy kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Instead
Hmm.
of just like the it's not completely on feeling, it's also about like technique. Um Not too much though. I'm not really a gear nerd or anything, but I definitely like when I listen to stuff, especially like older stuff, it's like, oh, I wonder how they did that, or you know.
Yeah, like you're someone too, like when I was reading like a past interview that you said to like when you were learning guitar, like
Hmm.
the technical stuff is where you were kind of like I just want to play these songs that I
Yeah.
love. I don't want to do that. That was me. Like I'm had this thing where I was like, I'm gonna learn how to play the guitar by the end
Yeah.
of this year. It is now what? We are at Thanksgiving next
Yeah,
week.
yeah.
Um, we're struggling. We are
Yeah,
the
yeah.
struggle bugs. And it's
Yeah.
because I do. I just want to play my songs. Like I
Yeah.
don't want to learn. And it was the minute like I had a friend like try to, and they're like, oh, like here's these chords and like reading music. And I was like, that is like psh,
Too much. Yeah.
it's
I'm
too
with you.
much.
I'm basically there and I do it. So, like most of my songs I write them so that I can play them acoustically if and when I want and need to. They're all like very simple chords. And I kind of do that on purpose. So, because if anyone wants to play them, I'm trying to make it as accessible as possible. Um, yeah, and also I'm not very good.
It's
Like everyone's like, oh, like I'm not like a jammer or anything. It's like I just know how to play my songs for the most part. But I actually learned I taught myself how to play trio songs, which are also um they're not as simple, but
Mhm.
they're like great for learning.
So what was the first, do you remember like what were some of the first Alkaline Trio songs you
Yeah,
learned?
totally. My friend Peter, so I'm like looking at my guitar to
Yeah.
remember. My friend Peter, uh, clavicle, radio, 97, uh, never go inside, crawl, hell yes,
All the
tons of them.
classics.
Yeah, yeah,
So there's
yeah,
hope. There is hope, you're
yeah,
saying.
totally. I mean, look up the tabs, like literally, I hear that from like a ton of guitar players too. Like everybody learned how to play trio songs. It's the gateway tab.
Listen, that's what we're gonna do. We have what? I don't know. I'm not good
You
at
got
math.
5 weeks,
5 weeks. We got
six
five
weeks.
weeks to like get it together and
Plus
get
two
it
major
like
holidays.
right. We got something in there, just put it on and try.
Yeah.
Because it's like that's the thing too. I think like when people come on here and they talk about like their relationship with their instrument and just how it's like that's such a catharsis to sit down with it and
Yeah.
whether it's like strike a chord. And I know me, even like trying to learn, like obviously I'm not playing chords. I'm not like I don't have a song yet, but there's hope. Like we said, what,
Sure, yeah.
5 weeks? There's hope. But like there's that moment, like have there been any moments where you sit down and you're just like, I like almost like I needed that. Like I needed to
Yeah,
sit with this instrument.
for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I get that all like quite a bit actually. Um like if I haven't written a song in a while, I'm like if there's like something in the back of my head that's like go sit down, and then I'll usually have like either something to start from, or like write a song that day or that week. Um but like going back to what I said about like the like at daycare when I heard like this thing that I liked, like this chorus or whatever that was like really catchy. I can kind of get that from like a few chords, so it's like I kind of have all that I need as far as my like ability goes. I'm like a little better than I'm letting on, but I'm not like amazing or anything. But like G and C, I could write like 1,000 songs. I can't write 1,000, but
Right.
like 20 songs on it, that's all you need. That's all I need at least.
Listen, I'm learning a lot right now that
It's
that's what I need to focus on. We're gonna make this happen. Like
yeah, you got it.
we'll try it. And like too, like so even talking about this, like part of our podcast is that intersection of music and how music is a catharsis to your mental health. It helps your
Yeah.
feelings, emotions. For you, has there ever been a moment to where music, whether listening to it or your own music, has helped
Mhm.
you out of a difficult time?
Oh yeah, for sure. Definitely like other people's music. Yeah, I mean like the Lawrence Arms were critical in like my upbringing, like high school and college years. Yeah, definitely important to me. Helped me through a lot of stuff. Um And I think now, like, I mean, I've gone to therapy for a long time and like kind of learned how to regulate my emotions as much as I could in a healthy way. So now it's more of like a cathartic, like just if I'm like frustrated about something or whatever, put it in a song. And then usually when I'm done with the song, I feel like pretty rewarded and like the receptor that you did something goes off, and then I'm like, cool. So,
Oh,
you
that's
know,
like, because yeah, it's like even like listening, it does that for me. So it's
yeah,
always cool when I get someone on here that actually plays to say, like, yeah, I feel that too. Like
for sure.
we're connected in that way. And
Totally.
I mean, even yeah, again, back to Lawrence Arms, like Brendan Kelly, I still remember the one moment I was like at Riot Fest and I was just walking. I don't even know who I was going to go see, but
Yeah.
he was just randomly walking and
Yeah.
my friend and I like couldn't find a stage and they're like, they didn't know who Brendan was. They didn't know the Lawrence Arms. And they're like, well, let's ask that guy. And I was like, that guy. I
Anybody
said,
but
Brendan Kelly, that is like, do you understand that's Chicago royalty right now?
yeah.
We don't sit there and like that guy. And I remember they tapped him on the shoulder and I forget what it was. He was like, oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's right over there. Like walk with me. Like we walked, I
Yeah.
forget what even who was playing, but it was just so funny that like to me, he is Chicago royalty, right?
Yeah.
To you, to other people, but people that are removed from that, they're
It
like,
just a guy.
that guy.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like yeah, that even hearing like that emotion of like when Brendan sings, it's like you do hear it in your voice to where it's like, but it's such a different take because people can easily say, oh yeah, of course, like since you're engineer, there's a Lawrence Arms, yeah,
Yeah.
but there's such a different take in it, and I just think that it's so cool how you took that inspiration, but then like were able to make it your own, and
Totally.
you
Thank you.
have that Chicago sound. Like I
Thank you. Thank you.
love still to this day. Like I can pick up where I'm like, that's okay, that's a Chicago band. That's that.
Totally.
And it's so
Same.
cool to like have that and like you're almost like that next gen, like where like people are gonna say, oh, but when I was younger, if they're like in their 30, like
Yeah.
40s or like the Lawrence Arms, Alkaline Trio even, but
Yeah.
like even younger people. So like you're
Totally.
almost like that next generation of that Chicago tier.
For sure. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. That's awesome. Yeah, I definitely like early on I was basically just trying to be Brendan, and then more people started listening, and like uh I was able to like, like you said, kind of find my own way to do it, my own voice. I also have different experiences, so the
Mhm.
content is a little different, but
Sure.
the style and the inspiration and stuff. Though I mean that's like ingrained in me. And being from Chicago, I can't hide the accent at all.
When I moved here to Jersey, people were like, yeah, well, I think I said like apple or something. And they're
Yeah,
like, yeah, you're not from here, are you? I'm like, no, I'm
yeah,
not. Or like
yeah,
how they call pizza, like pies. They're like, oh, I have a
yeah,
large pie. I'm like, I just want a large pizza. Like,
yeah,
and pizza, like, don't even get me started on that. That is so different where I was like, I need good pizza
yeah.
because people in Chicago, like,
We
don't
know.
understand. We don't just have deep dish. Because so everybody here is like, you guys just have deep. I'm like, we do have
Yeah,
deep dish. We
yeah.
have
No,
the
we have
thin crust tavern style.
all
That
the
is
good
the go-to.
for sure. I
Do
We played in Long Island once, and I said something at the merch table, and this guy was like, "What the hell accent is that?"
well, what if you're from Long Island? I can only imagine like what
Totally,
accent is that?
totally. Yeah, it's so different. But yeah, definitely, definitely can't get rid of it or anything. So
No, it's like I love it. I was like, you know what? I'd love for people to know like I'm a transplant here. Listen,
yeah, yeah,
I will
wear it on your sleeve, kind of
wear
thing.
that accent on my sleeve or just
Yeah,
like to like the cold. Like it doesn't get cold here in Jersey like it does in
yeah,
Chicago. I was like, I have yet to be back in Chicago in the winter because I'm
yeah,
like here it's like mild. I'm like back home
yeah.
like no, there's
I have the same thing.
nothing.
Yeah, and everyone's like, "Why aren't you wearing a coat?" And it's
Yeah,
like, "Because this is nothing. Why are you
yeah.
guys wearing coats?"
Yeah, it's like right now it's like what it was like I think 50 something degrees here, like even
Yeah,
40, and everyone's like in a winter coat. And
yeah.
there's like
No, that's
I'm walking
t-shirt
out, even
weather.
in my t-shirt, like to get
Yeah,
my mail or whatever. I'm like,
yeah,
it's fine.
yeah.
It's cool. Like, even speaking like whether it's Chicago or the UK or anywhere, even where is one of your favorite places to play? I mean, obviously hometown show,
Yeah,
probably
absolutely.
Chicago. But
Yeah,
besides that, is there a favorite place?
Totally, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying this because you're there, but New Jersey's awesome. Long Island and New York, DC, Seattle, San Fran. Those are the places like I don't know. We always have a great time. They're always fun. But sometimes those stick out a little more. Just uh, in the past couple tours, people have gone crazier there. So
Oh, that it like and that's again, that's the thing. Like, there's something about the East Coast. Like,
yeah, for
it
sure.
just is so cool. And I think no matter who you play, like even me getting to like live by Asbury Park, where it's like
Yeah,
there's so much history here.
for
And
sure.
it made me feel like that was the place, like talking about like music, finding yourself in your community. Like when I moved here, I was like, I have no friends, I have nobody. Like, how do you meet people like in your 30s? Like, what do you
Yeah,
do? Like, I don't know.
it's
And
hard. Yeah,
went to Asbury Park and I was like, all right, these are where like the punk and hardcore kids, these are where they hang.
yeah.
All right, I'm gonna find my people. And that's how I did. And it's like it just brought me back to like it made me feel a little more like Chicago in that area. Even
The
though they're totally
communities.
different, I was
Yeah,
like, okay, because like it's just I was clinging so much onto Chicago where I was like, wait, but I'm in Jersey. Like it's so
yeah,
cool
yeah,
here. What am I doing here? Like I can still
yeah,
go visit. It's still life.
yeah,
It even too, like I know you touched on it a little bit with like touring too, and now touring is, I mean, we're talking about mental health and music and that
yeah,
intersection. How do you kind of really keep it together when you're touring? Because I can only imagine, especially like nowadays, I mean, always with touring, but like
yeah.
now it's such a struggle.
Totally, yeah. It's definitely very hard, but I got a really good like group of people. My bandmates are awesome.
Yeah.
And we've done it enough where we kind of like know what we need to do. Like everyone's like main goal is to just kind of get the job done, have fun. Um and we operate pretty like well-oiled machine kind of situation as far as like load in, load out, play the show or whatever, all that. I mean, like, staying in touch with people at home is good as much as possible, and making sure you're eating good and drinking water. And like, yeah, if you kind of keep all those things like in check as possible, it usually ends up being super fun and goes very quick. And then it's like you go home and you're like, what do I do with myself? So it's like you kind of can't win, and it's just like at the end of the day, just try to enjoy each day as it comes. It definitely gets easier the more you do it though too. I used to like we'd get like a tour offer and I would be like freaking out like how am I gonna 2 weeks without being home? That's insane. And now
Hmm.
that's like a short tour to us now. So
Yeah, because people don't even think about, and like some people on here have touched on that. Like they get home and they have like that tour brain
yeah,
where like you're home, but you're like you need some time to like
adjust. Yeah,
adjust and do that. But then like nowadays too, like a lot of people too, they'll come off tour and they'll have to work, or they come off tour and they have to be with like holidays, family events,
right.
whatever it is, and what do
Yeah,
you
yeah.
miss? And it's like I think I never thought about that. I think I
Hmm.
always assumed, oh, like they play shows, they do this, and then they come back and it's like, all right, like
Chill time. Yeah, no,
chill,
it's
like no, not at
no.
all. And I needed to
Yeah,
check myself and be like, wow, okay, there's a
yeah.
lot going on that I had no idea.
Yeah, it's very real. Because I mean, you go from like wake up early, get to the show, play the show, stay out late because you gotta, the show doesn't end till 11 or whatever, and it's like so incredibly structured and like mealtime structured and everything, and then you go home and you're like, uh, I don't know what to do with myself, and like it goes from like the amount of people you see, the movement, like all the different climates you go through, and you get a sore throat when you go through the Southwest because it's so dry, and then like it's just so many changes so quickly. And then you come home and it's like this like sitting still feels insane. So
Yeah,
it's
and
very
it's like,
strange.
and even talking about like that, the weather too. Like people don't like this tour you're gonna hop on in January, right? Like
Yeah,
that's the heat of winter in
right.
like a
But we're also
lot
going
of
to
these,
Florida, and then
right?
4 days later we're gonna be in snow probably. It's like it's crazy. Yeah.
It's and then people like don't think about that, like what that's like. And I didn't until like because I would travel for shows all the
Yeah.
time. I was
Yeah,
that
yeah.
kid where I was like, all right, that's 3 hours. And again, you're in Chicago, so you could go
Totally.
here, there, all these different
Milwaukee,
shows.
Detroit. Yeah.
They always hate like that was the one thing too. And it's like I think I get learned and had so much more respect for like the artists I love that would make those sacrifices to tour because
Sure, yeah.
like it's like me, I would just look at my date and be like, okay, great, it's here.
Yeah,
It's it like, all right, here's my date. Not realizing, okay, the night before maybe there was a long drive, or maybe
totally.
like by the time you load out, you know, and all that, and then you sell merch, right? You gotta pack up your merch, you're gonna do all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And it's not just like us to like just go home. We're
Yeah.
done. We're done for the night. We
Yeah, no.
drive whatever it is.
Yeah. And then to do it all over again like 20 days in a row or 30 days in a row. Um, but it's also really fun. So, it's
Right.
a rewarding thing, not to harp on the bad stuff, but yeah. So, um, yeah, it's a lot. I mean, like I said earlier, it changes you when you like travel that much for to do this thing.
Mhm. And the
It's
thing
like
you love is your passion,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, like I just went on a road trip just for fun, like vacation, and like I noticed it in myself just driving for fun. It's like, oh, we gotta let's leave by 9 because then we're gonna have a time change, and it's like you're on vacation, stop doing that.
Right.
So, but you like just like the movement brain just sticks around.
Like I can only imagine, like just like even like when I do the podcast, it's like if I'm sitting there like editing and this and that and getting everything ready, I almost have to like remove myself a little bit and be
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
listen, you spent like too much time doing this. Like whether it
yeah,
was like researching the guest or doing this, it's like,
totally.
listen, like
Step away for
go
a second.
go watch some TV. All
Yeah, yeah,
right. You got like
for sure.
relax, stop listening to yourself, which is that
I'm
is
I'm
in
sure, yeah.
itself. I'm sure
Yeah,
like you can relate to where you're like, oh my gosh, all right, I've just heard myself
yeah,
this many times.
totally. I'm fine with my singing voice at this point, but I can't like go back and listen to interviews. So this one's all you.
There we go. We're good. And like honestly too, like just thinking like, are there any moments, whether it's on the road or a song you created that you're just so proud of where you hear it and you're like, yeah, like this this is something I'm so glad is like gonna live on forever.
Yeah. It's a good question. I mean, I think like our last record, the like Cheap Girls,
Mhm.
I feel I stepped up my writing, like lyric writing, and I think on the whole I'm proud of that record the most. Yeah, I really like the way it came out. So I guess that
It's
in the
it's
least self-absorbed way possible.
right, exactly, right. But it's like I think too, like almost like musicians too should be, I think at least like so just proud because I think about like how I feel like when I listen to a song
Yeah,
and I'm sitting there like screw up. One of those songs where I'm like, I need this in
yeah,
me and I need to listen to it, which people could say that says a lot about like maybe what you're going through. Whatever. It's a
totally.
great song. It's good. I
Yeah,
feel it. But it's like
thank
when
you.
I hear that, it's like just to put those words to it in the music and like have it hit someone like me that's not musically like
Sure,
yet, right? We got 5 weeks. Yet, like right there. And it's like one of those things of like how powerful music is and that
totally.
connection, and that you're able to do that in such a way that so many different people hit. Because like whenever I've seen you
Right.
play, like there are so many different people in the crowd, like whether it's young or older people. And I love that. I love to
Yeah,
see that.
same, same. Yeah, it's awesome. It's a magical thing, music.
It is. And like for you
So,
too, like so obviously we've touched on a little bit this tour that's starting in January. Say
mhm.
anything, Motion City.
Yeah,
Uh, for you, what are you most looking forward to of getting to play with those bands?
yeah. I mean, it's gonna be insane. I'm so
Yeah.
excited. Uh, there's gonna be a bunch of cities we haven't been to yet, I'm pretty sure, and a bunch of venues we haven't played yet. That's gonna be cool. Excited to tour with those bands. Definitely been a big fan for a long time. I sang on a new song of Motion Cities, and they've already it was in Instagram comments or something, but I think I'm gonna come out and sing it with them every night, so that'll be super fun. Um, and yeah, we're doing a couple days in Birmingham, Alabama, and Pensacola, Florida, which we've never played in either. Like our own shows to lead into the tour. That's gonna be fun. And yeah, it's gonna be top of the year. Get right into it. I'm excited.
Oh, I know. I think you come here the 5th of December. And I'm like, I still need to get my ticket
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
need to go. I have to because like the minute I saw that tour go up and I was like immediately I was like, yeah, I'm like, I wonder if we're gonna have the Motion City sincere engineer Deanna up there
Yeah,
singing
yeah.
this song.
Totally.
And
I think it'll
yeah,
happen.
it has to happen. Yeah. At Starland Ballroom too. Like that's,
Yeah, no,
let's
that place is all we played there a few times.
oh. Yeah, it's so good. The only gripe I have about that venue is there's like the one way in, one way out. So if
Sure.
you are someone that likes to hang out at that venue and like it's like you're stuck at that parking lot. And I'm like, I
For a long
never want
time.
to be that older person to be like, yeah, I gotta
Leave
go because I don't want to
before
sit
the
in the
encore.
parking lot. I
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't want to be that person. I'm not going to be that person. But like I'm so excited. Like again, I hope it's not sold out because I'm like I need to grab my ticket
Yeah.
because that is just that's gonna be so
I'll
cool.
get
And
you it.
oh my God. Oh my God. I just am so excited again to see you play because anytime I see you play, I think about like your 10-year,
Mhm.
just thinking about like when you started, and I wasn't at those really early shows, but when I was there before I moved, it was like, yeah, we're going to be talking about Sincere
So
Engineer in 10 years because this is just anyone I talk to that loves that Chicago music, like it's so just, it's still so important. And again, like just to be sitting here with you, I'm just
yeah,
like, this is my Chicago like full circle. And I told people, I was like, I'm gonna get Chicago on this.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it has been waiting. Nobody from Chicago yet has like really jumped on here. So this
Oh
is
hell yeah.
like full
Happy to be the
force.
first.
Yes, you were like the first. So this is so great. And um, two, I figured before I let you go, I would love to do a little like kind of this or that or like
Yeah,
rapid fire.
for sure.
So again, Chicago coded. I'm sorry to everybody
No,
I
no,
attract, but I'm
I
not
love it.
sorry.
It's the
Um,
best city. It's fun.
so it would it be Chicago pizza or Italian beef? Which one is the go-to?
Pizza, for
Pizza.
sure.
Is there a favorite pizza place?
Aurelio's. Do you
Hmm.
know it? Southside?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
Yes. My mom
It's
was
the
like
best.
born South Side, born and raised. So it's like we were like that was our religion. Like it was like this
Sure.
is where we're going.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Awesome.
favorite bar to go to?
Probably G-Man.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, come
There,
on.
I every time everyone asks me this, that's like the only bar I could think of. But Rossi's downtown's pretty sick too.
Mhm. Yeah,
Um,
no, oh, two
yeah.
good choices. Like G-Man, like I'm just like I tell anyone when they went there for like Riot Fest the first time, I'm like,
Yeah.
go to go to G-Man, get the
Yeah.
Chicago handshake, and don't
Yeah,
ask
yeah.
questions.
Yeah.
Just take it. Just like do it, figure it out.
Totally.
It's so good. And then obviously too, so I think I probably know this one, but favorite venue to play or go see a show. And it could be the same one.
Yeah, Metro to play, I think to
Yeah.
see Empty Bottle.
Yeah.
Or I love the Salt Shed, but as a short person, it's a little tough finding a spot to stand, but I still love it. I go there like a ton. Metro's also always classic.
Yeah. And
We're like we're spoiled with the venues in Chicago. There's
so
tons. Beat
spoiled.
Kitchen, Bottom Lounge.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like I think of all of them when I tell people here, it's like, yes, we have good venues here, but like I always like, oh, well, that reminds me of Beat Kitchen. That reminds me of this. I'm
Yeah.
constantly
Oh,
going
me
back
too. Same. Yeah.
because the
Or like
venues are so amazing.
totally. Whenever I describe venues to like if my family is like, "Oh, what's the venue tonight like in another town?" I'm like, I compare it to a Chicago one that they've seen. Um, it's yeah, it's the best. It's like anytime you see a show announced, it doesn't matter where it is. There's no complaint. It's just like, "Oh, that makes sense. See you there."
Hmm. Favorite place to grab a bite to eat late at night?
Uh, Pick Me Up Cafe.
Yes.
Super good.
Favorite ever.
Um, I like suddenly can't think of any again. Yeah, let's go with that.
Yeah. Oh,
Or like
that's
if you're at the Metro across the street, Wrigleyville Dogs.
mhm.
Gotta do that.
Classic. That place was my saving grace when I was a teenager because parking, I could just
Oh
park
yeah, you
there.
could in the back, yeah.
I'm like, this is what I need. And some people would be like, oh yeah, that's overpriced. I'm like, no, they were great. And as
Yeah.
someone like was a teenager, I was not like,
Yeah.
listen, I
I
needed
get it.
that.
For
The
sure.
go-to. Oh my God. Yeah. And half the time too, like some of the bands are there too. Like if you're
Yeah,
there at the Metro. So it's like
they gotta eat too.
that that
Yeah.
brings me back. And I think I know the answer to this, but of course we got to ask.
Yeah.
Uh, Sox or Cubs?
Um, the Sox. But I won't watch either on TV, but I'll go to either game in real life. So
There we go. I know a few of my friends that'll be like, yeah. I mean, I knew
yeah,
it. I was like, all right, come
yeah,
on. Like, stop.
yeah.
She's
Sounds
gonna
right.
be that. But still, but I'm one of those people, and this is where people hate me on it with like Chicago, where I'm like, you know, if if one's in the World Series, I'm gonna root for them.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
that
totally,
person. Like,
totally.
yes, like I swing towards the Cubs because like my parents, like they were like my mom was White Sox, my dad was Cubs, but like
Sure.
I don't know, I just geared toward because like going to the Metro, the Cubs, it just
Yeah, totally.
I
It
don't really
rings a
watch
bell.
baseball, but that's what it is. And it's like, but if one of them was in, I'd root for both of them. I'm gonna be that
Totally,
person.
totally. I get that for sure. I'm a big Bulls fan, so
That's
there's
all.
no fighting.
There we go. There's no fighting. You heard it here first. But oh
Yeah,
my gosh. But Deanna, this has been so awesome. And
of course.
I have just, again, been looking forward to this. And I can't wait to see what's next. Obviously, that tour
Thank you.
we have a record on the way. This is
Yeah,
so like early stages, guys, but this is like, I'm so excited.
thank you, thank you. Me too. Thank you for having me. This was fun.
Yes. Oh my God. Like I literally am like, I know my fiance is gonna be like, you were so excited about this. You were the yes, because this is like seriously, like the amount of people that have asked to have you on,
Yeah,
I have tried. And then I
yeah. I'm
laughed.
sorry about I didn't see it
Oh
was in
my,
the weird request
oh my
thing,
gosh. I was dying because I was like, okay, when that all happened, I was like, she's gonna see how long.
Yeah, no, I feel like
Right there.
honestly this is better though. I have something the new record and stuff. It'll be the first thing I'm saying it on the internet, so
You heard
it
it
worked
here
out.
first. It worked out. Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you so much for
No
one also
problem.
taking the time for me because
Of
again, I
course.
know like your time is precious and I just again, I appreciate this so much.
No problem. Thank you for having me. We'll have to do it
Yes.
again sometime.
Oh my God. Anytime. And yeah.
Awesome.